I used to comment, I see the saw this one.
I guess I misinterpreted festive as in something kind of.
Well, I was, so when, I would have more like dressed like a dress and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, she dressed up. Yeah.
Whoop, I dressed up.
That
But
is
after seeing,
outstanding.
who did the Nerf guns with,
This one.
oh, Steve did the Nerf guns with his family with the Grinch stealing presents and stuff, and I'm like, wow, people really go over the top here. Oh, I'm safe.
I had such a cute little elf dress and my daughter borrowed it and then somehow never gave it back to me.
I love that dress.
She went, well,
She likes it too much?
no, she went to a party and I think, I don't know, somebody probably spilled something on it and she went, oh, I don't feel like washing it.
Maybe it's on the shelf.
I don't get the kids doing that.
I know, they do. They just throw stuff away.
They wash. It's
they
called
go,
a dry cleaner.
they go, oh, I'd have to wash it? Oh. No.
My mom could never understand. She was, and something was iron and this, and I'm like, she was, the way I would buy my clothes, and so through high school and college, I bought my clothes dry clean only.
Oh.
And then she's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, I'm terrible at ironing. So this way, I lift, drop it off, it's all set for
and
me.
And someone presses it for me, and I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, but I mean,
So,
I kind of stopped doing it once you have the kids, you know, and everything.
Right.
But I just remember going to the dry cleaner when I moved down here.
Well, you know, I think my problem is that I had 6 children and 2 stepchildren, so I had 8 altogether.
And then there was 8.
That was crazy.
That
so
is crazy.
Any shortcut I could take in life, I had to do. Because
Yeah.
that was a lot of children.
I started renting 2 movies. My husband was, or is an accountant, but back in the day it was a white shirt with a tie, you know, the suit, but white shirt tie. And so I'm like, well, we just need 7 to 10 shirts. And I rent 2 movies, the baby, when my youngest was a baby. And I'm like, I will just watch movies and iron all in one day, and then get the whole thing lined up. Because to me that was like my break day.
Oh, see,
I hate ironing.
Ironing's not my friend. I don't like ironing.
No, the reason I don't like that, I'm good at it. I can't handle one tiny wrinkle. Well, that makes, you know, so.
I sort of like get the spray bottle, like spray something down with water, and I chuck it back in the dryer and hope that it's good.
That's what I do now. Actually, I bought a dryer that has the steam, it has a 30-minute steam, and it has like the 10-minute steam. So I actually just bought that dryer.
I am sorry, but I go, if I have to iron it, if it's linen, if it's 100% cotton, you know.
Right? Yeah.
So, I'm allergic to ironing. My sister said to me, we joked around, and she goes, if you ever die before me and you come back to talk to me, what are you going to do? And I said, suddenly if your iron turns on and you don't know why that's me. And she goes, well, why would you become the iron? She goes, you hate ironing. I go, exactly, that's why you'll know it's me.
I love it.
She's just like, you're so weird. I'm like, yeah. Hello, how are you doing?
How are you guys?
Well, I'm Melanie, by the way. I don't think
I'm Ann, we have not met.
I don't know.
Nice to meet you.
Actually not even.
So yeah, most of the people know.
Okay.
Except for my kids call me Moon.
Oh, look at you too.
But you're very cute.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. Oh, another fun up.
Hello, hello.
Hello, look at you. It's fun, you can only do it so often, right? Oh, that's cute. All right.
Oh, look at that.
That is a lot of popcorn.
Yeah, but
You wanna
flour
save
in
one of
there.
the bags. I doubt one of them.
Put a flower on it.
I got it now, and this one's like pretty much almost to the bottom,
Bags.
super
You'll
cute.
be dumping it back in there.
I'll be there sometime this
It's funny
afternoon.
how we as
Wow.
Minnesotans, I think
You-
especially, is we
You know
always,
how makes this?
any, potluck, there's always way too much.
Oh, well, that's how I cook at my house, cause I've always had the fear of not having enough. So I always make, and I get teased my whole life that I've always way overcooked, and I'm like, but it's because I'm driven by that fear of not having enough for everybody.
My sister But, so we always had, until this is our first year, we're not doing Christmas Eve at her house.
Oh, wow.
But, and it's our whole family, so it's all my siblings, nieces, nephews, even my ex-husband comes, I mean, it's everybody. And so we're always like, is she gonna have food? Is she gonna have food? So when we do things, not at her house, everybody else has just like this. Abundance.
Those look like good popcorn.
I'm pulling it off, I'm getting rid of the whole bag here.
Look at that.
When my kids were younger, we were extremely into our church.
Hey, Mike.
We weren't allowed to have potlucks because blood was bad, so it had to be called shared dishes. So it was never like, we're going to have potluck. We're going to share dish lunch. And I'm like, pretty sure it's okay to have a potluck too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. There's people from other states that don't know what potlucks are.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know what like the casserole.
At the hot dish, I'll say hot dish and people are like, what are you talking about?
What? Yeah, potluck. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for those cookies. I've eaten all but 2 by myself. Yeah, and I will now go to a bakery and buy cookies. So, wow, totally worth whatever
It is. My waistline is growing.
Hi, how are you?
By looking at it.
I'm Jenny. I don't know that we've met.
Just remind me of the order.
Transaction coordinator here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, agent.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Good.
You got your trophy, you just carry that around with you to the grocery store. And
Yeah, so it's just a that
that's
doesn't.
more
Kind of know what you're doing.
all that I can drink when you drive.
Great. Perfect. Fair enough. I get it.
When I posted about this on Facebook after I got it,
Are you all set for Christmas?
Well, yes, I guess, that's right. And since we've got slides, we're gonna want them. So as we go.
So probably,
Last side of the year.
yeah, and like where they still see. Maybe how.
You can just hand that to me now.
To the right of the.
Yeah.
Of the.
You're fine right there. I'm gonna
Like.
put the table right.
Okay, that's all older, so.
5 minutes. You gotta get.
Okay, thank you, Jason.
Hi.
Yeah, oh my God.
How are you?
Oh my goodness, look at my Christmas tree.
Yeah. Yes. Got my coffee.
You wouldn't listen to it. We don't listen to voicemails of realtors, we just call people back.
Sarah Anderson.
Best friend's coming back in.
I don't know, I don't
He's kind of how you are. I mean, you can say hi to somebody in there.
Yeah.
That's the problem, I'd like to give to.
It's a holiday season.
Is future Jamie with special guest?
Well,
10-year-old.
different me. Oh, hey, Mike. What's up? That's kind of fun. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely the same spirit.
Normally make.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I got no back to you.
It was the night before the shift.
But probably fun to ask people over.
Address it every person I say, like, this was, I guess.
Yes, I actually do. You know, I appreciate that.
It'd be a cooler story.
It always seems that you figure out a way to have a better story with all of them.
Right.
You can't pull back.
You, yeah, yeah.
I'll do what I want to do. That's like a
Thank you.
performing the job.
Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what
So all my time away.
I love Christmas. Yo, Mo, what do you know?
it was good.
Hey, Jay, up in the house.
How are you?
Look at that. It's like a thing. They have a plan. One Kelly in this door, one Kelly in that door.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Hey, I heard my name.
You anticipated my swing.
I saw you coming.
Nice job. You're gonna have to hand me.
Oh, there's that. So funny. Wait, what was no, I thought it.
Skip right through it. I don't want to.
Always use this. Where'd you get it? I know, isn't it adorable? Like, I want it. Yeah, you thought she was doing it at that. She was doing it at you. She was doing it for you.
Well, I really was doing it for that. Because I just read from you and I.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll still think it's horrible. I feel like if I'm right there, I can make it better.
Well, yeah, whatever you feel like, where you can have a stand up for it, or if you want to.
That'd be so good. That would be so good. Yeah, I love it.
Taco dip?
Oh, good, I'm glad you're here.
What's with this deal?
I love,
Clark. Oh, I get it. That's a Christmas vacation.
when you turned around, I'm like, oh, perfect.
Well, I'm not in shape to just wear the dicky because of that.
It was gold colored, wasn't it? I think I had one of those.
Oh, I believe it. No, you're, this is random. Oh, look at you. Merry Christmas.
Sounds like. Go for it. My best, my favorite.
I'm listening.
Here, really in the front row.
Look at all these.
Did not form.
Festive people.
Okay.
I can see why we got a formal
How'd your little thing go up there?
No, I mean, I was, I had said, like, you're, like, thank you. Sure.
I like your jersey, my favorite team. I know.
Oh, yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, how was your?
I don't think she can move quick. Go ahead.
I love your surprise.
No.
Which I just remember now, I really didn't, I wasn't.
Hi, I know.
Before the meeting?
Exciting day. Exciting day. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
So I'm actually going to be talking about rates.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to the last game day of the year. For those of you who haven't been to a meeting yet, or we call this game day here. For us at leadership, this is our opportunity to be with you guys. So it's kind of like that Sunday, that football game, we practice and get ready to help be prepared to have a victory with you guys and gals. So we're gonna get it started. We're gonna have a little bit different order, but I think you're gonna have a very special time today. I know I will. As you know, I know we like to shout from high that our purpose for KWPR is to serve agents, impact lives. The more we can pour into you, the more lives you impact, the better this world is. And this is the belief system with Keller Williams. Called the Y4C2Ts. This is basically like a constitution of how we interact with one another. Win-win or no deal. Integrity, do the right thing. Customers, always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first to understand. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together, everyone achieves more. Trust starts with equity. Starts with honesty, equity, starts with honesty and opportunities for all, as well as success, results through others. Quickly, this was created by NALC. This wasn't Gary coming up with this. So he is having success through people with results through you. And these are the two that he feels sandwich it and are the most important because it encompasses all of them. So very grateful, and we're seeing that play out now on the public stage with everything going on. He lives this. And because of that, let's celebrate Kim Lindgren. Where is she? Kim, wave your hand. Come on, let's see. All right, girl. All right. Kim is, I like, maybe her nickname could be the silent assassin. She doesn't say a whole lot, doesn't get real loud, but her actions and her spirit say a lot. Kim recently, I mean, she's done a lot, but what she won Play of the Week for, not just for Homes for Heroes, which she does all the time, was because her excellent work in the LEAPS program, and we've taken that and just run with it and got some great closings, so your Christmas is more merry. So congratulations on that. Way to go, Kim. And we're jumping right into events and training. What we have here, save the date. We have our preferred awards night. It's a speakeasy. We've been proud. Ooh, big burger. So yeah, party never killed no one. No passport, no party, dress to kill. All right, I can't wait to do that. So save the date.
You want me to bring my gun?
Yeah.
What's the date? What's the date?
I'm not saying to wear the gun, I says dress to kill. It doesn't say to actually perform. The date is the 9th of February. 9th of February, 6 o'clock until March.
Oh, yes.
Family reunion's coming up. For those of you who don't know, again, Mel Robbins and Tony Robbins, not related. However, their spirit, their dynamic nature, and their intellect is extremely shared. Some of the just topics we'll go over. There have been a lot of breakouts with talking tech, bumping up your business, and leaning into lead generation. So it's not just a situation where you go and get pumped up and leave. It's not one of those. That's network marketing. This is get pumped up and build yourself as a person, as a leader, and in your business. 61 breakouts. Tony Robbins, Gary Keller, the vision's amazing. 55 breakouts on Tuesday. Mel Robin again, and now another Robbins that we'll be basking in. And 61 more breakouts on Wednesday.
The agenda for the breakout sessions just dropped a couple of days ago.
Ooh.
So it's
It's all online?
I did a post on the private Facebook.
Oh, thank you.
It's got a Word doc with all the descriptions and stuff.
Awesome. Let's reshare that. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador. And the admins just had an amazing Christmas party upstairs. We're super grateful for you. Let's give the admins a round of applause. And ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome up Olivia.
Good morning. I went up to the admin mastermind, and Sherry was up there at the time, and I said, you know what, Sherry, God bless you. You're the one that should get like MVP for all of this, because if you actually had to deal with all the megas and rainmakers in this office, like you might want to quit your job instead of dealing with like the admins of the bigger teams, right? So I wanted to just share a few thoughts with you today. First thing is going to be on a couple of words, and I just want to talk about those first. Intentionality is one of them, and purpose is the other one. And I literally had Jason help me my good buddy Jason, full of the definitions of intentionality and purpose. And intentionality is an attitude of purposefulness with a commitment to deliberate action. And purpose means to set as an aim, intention, or goal for oneself to intend and design. And so, why am I up here? First of all, I want to know, like, raise your hand when you read this. Is there someone in your life that comes to mind that's super intentional and that's super full of purpose in their life? Just raise your hand if you can think of someone. We all can. And so can I. Sarah Rocco was a dear friend of mine. And I can flip to, I've got the thing, sorry. Yeah. Sarah passed away last week tragically in a car accident in Florida. And she leaves behind 3 children. And I just want to tell you a little bit of her story because I think we can all learn some really big lessons from Sarah. She didn't grow up like any of us. She was basically told who she had to be, what she could wear, basically who she could be in her life or not be in her life. And she removed herself from that situation and scenario back in 2014, snuck out of this world that she knew her whole life in the middle of the night and left her 3 children behind, knowing that she would eventually go back and get her children out. And she did. She went and got them out. And in 2016, she got into real estate. She grew up in Montana, and this life of hers, all the people that she was involved with picked up and moved from Billings, Montana down to Florida. So she ended up in Jacksonville. And so she got into real estate in 2016, and she started a team in 2017. And year in, year out now, she's been selling 200 to 300 houses a year. Wow. And if you ask her, she'd say, people would say to her all the time, like, what do you mean you door knocked your first year in the business? Like, weren't you scared? Weren't you like afraid of your life, for your life? And she's like, you kidding me? Like, I've been through hell. So for her, she was just being purposeful and intentional on growing her business, right? And her life. And so Monday morning of last week, she was headed to a Glover University event to keep learning and growing. And she was struck head on, and someone turned down the wrong side of the road and hit her head on, and she was immediately airlifted. And last Thursday, you know, the family made the tough decision to let her go be with the Lord. And why do I tell you that? Well, because life is much more than real estate. This is about having a great life, guys. And I have learned so much from her since June 26th of 2021. But most importantly, I've learned a ton from her in the last, 8 days. Her kids love to travel. So what did she do? She took them abroad twice this year. Well, how do you do that? Well, you make money in real estate so that you can fund the perfect life, right? How many of us have been talking about that? Colin and I have been talking about going to London. Babe, I gotta tell you, I sat in front of the ALC on Monday afternoon, and I told him, you can now hold me accountable for Colin and I finally going to London in 2024. So we got 10 people plus Jamie holding us accountable. So what's that?
I'll be your admin for that.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we're gonna have some personal escorts to take us on that trip. Oh yeah, Jamie was there too. Sorry. Okay, so there was 11 people there. There was 10 ALC members, 2024 ALC members, and Jamie. So this was Sarah and I earlier this year at a Gary Keller private mastermind down in Austin, and I remember the conversation as if it was yesterday. We were at a restaurant or a bar after dinner, and she just leaned in, and there was a bunch of people at the table, and she said, "Can we just go like hang out ourselves? I just want to talk to you." And so we left, and she literally just told me the most amazing things about myself, when she's the most beautiful person I've ever met in my life. So we went to take a couple selfies, and what does she do? She leans in to give me a kiss on the cheek, right? I don't know if you can see this. So beginning of October of this year, I helped her get into our little, Jordan Freed Boss Babes group. There's about 23 of us. And she joined, and she went on her first Boss Babes trip, and at the end of October, I couldn't make it to that one. They all met in Scottsdale, Arizona, for a couple days with Jordan Freed. And they all committed to, and then of course the rest of us in the group bought the book as well. And it's titled Die with Zero. It's basically like, how do you make your life and your money work for you so that you're not working for money, right? This is the day before the accident. And let me read you what the text says to all of us boss babes. I'm reading while driving to Universal with the kids, dropping $1,500 on just tickets, with fast passes, of course, when the old me would have cringed spending that for a day. Hashtag maximizing life and life's enjoyment. Have a great Sunday, boss babes. That was Sunday morning. Monday morning was the accident, and she passed away 4 days later. She was intentional with her time with her children, with her team. She met the man of her dreams 5 months ago, Rob. I was texting with him last night. God bless him and those kids, right? So I wanted to read a couple things to you. I made copies for all of you, and we can pass them out after. It doesn't have to be right now. This is a poem that Gary Keller wrote years ago, and it popped in my head one of the nights here since her passing, that when I couldn't sleep, I thought, oh my gosh, I've got to pull up that poem by Gary Keller, and it's called This Is My Life. I'm not going to hold it up here because I think I'm probably shaking a little bit. And I probably should have enlarged the font a little bit. So again, this is by Gary Keller, titled This Is My Life. I am, I will forever be. I am of this world, I am beyond this world. I listen, but sometimes I can't hear. I talk, but sometimes no one listens. I then realize that the secret of life is not in holding on, but in letting go. I know to be up, I must go down. To come out, I must go in. To know life, I must know death. To know happiness, I must know sadness. To know joy, I must know sorrow. I can walk or I can run. I can sing or I can shout. This is my life. In the constancy, I can hear the stillness, and I now see life for the first time. I see no beginning. I sense no end. I know to finish, I must start. To have yes, I must hear no. To have wind, I must accept rain. To live in light, I must also live in darkness. I surrender my life to life. I see the contradictions and accept them as wisdom. This is my life. I understand with wisdom comes ignorance. I understand with left comes right. I understand that with above comes below. I understand with hills comes dust. I understand that with knowing just comes more longing. I see each day as a new beginning, while I know it is truly giving away to another old end. I finally realize that I do not need to bring God into my life, but to truly acknowledge God is already there. This is my life. It feels like a dream, but I know that it is real. Time moves fast, but it feels so slow. At times, I think I know everything, then I awaken and realize that I know nothing. I feel I am becoming. I don't know what, I don't need to know. I can laugh and I can cry. I can whisper, I can say nothing. I can breathe, I can stop. I have a choice, I have no choice. This is my life. Life holds such promise, life holds no promise. Life is, and I am alive. I shall be forever alive. In life I live, in death I live, for at a higher place they are the same. I am not my body is not me. I am a human being, not a human doing. I need to be still and be, not be so active and do. My life becomes more precious as I become. It possibly becomes less meaningful the more I do. Less is more is less. I have a name, I am a spirit, I have a soul. This is my life. Let's see, there we go. Now my spirit is set free, flying over the life given to me. All my past is below, all my future is above. It is nothing, it is everything. I hear a million voices become one. I sense a million souls yearning just to become. Life has lifted me up, and God has brought me to my knees. I seek hope, I am hope. I seek faith, I am faith. I seek love, I am love. I seek life, I am life. I am, I will forever be. From dust I came, to dust I will go. This is my life. So why do I share that with you? Well, because this is your life, not mine, not anybody else's, not something that somebody told you your life should be. This is your life. And so I'm asking you to live a little bit more like Sarah Rocco, with intentionality and with purpose. She turned 39 years old back in October, and I believe we can flip to, oh, these are her kids. So Kaysen is turning 22 on Christmas Day. This is Lily, she's a senior. Thank you for the reminder on that, Kelly. And this is Parker, he's a junior, just got his license. And you can flip to the next one if you, and I know I have the clicker, but I'll screw it up somehow. So this is Sarah. This is the probably one of the most beautiful photos of Sarah that I've ever seen. She hired a photographer and did some lifestyle photos on the beach for her 39th birthday. And she shared it with all of us, of course, in the Boss Babes group. She posted on social media. You guys can go find it, or I can post it. But here are the life lessons that she's learned this year from turning 38 to 39, and I just think they're pretty powerful, and I want to share it with you. Number one, be okay with genuinely sharing what you want in life. Manifest it and get your hopes up. By the way, that's how she found Rob. She's been praying for Rob every single day for a year and a half. She had a list of 20 things that she wasn't going to settle for in a man. She was engaged a few years ago to somebody inside KW, broke that off, and has been praying for Rob for about a year and a half. Number two, be vulnerable and open with the right people in your life. This is what brings authentic connection. The right ones will always stay. Number three, you will have to make sacrifices, but don't sacrifice who you are. Get to know yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, and then don't compromise. Do you hear that? No compromising. Take care of yourselves. We're coming into a season right now where everybody's freaking sick. Take care of yourself. Nobody gives a shit if your house isn't clean for Christmas or if all the presents aren't wrapped. Take care of yourself first. Love yourself first. Number four, everyday routines can make life more meaningful. It's the daily small wins over the big wins that bring the most fulfillment and growth. I should actually read you, I want to read you one thing that I found a post of hers from 2018. 1 second, it's applicable to that right there. October 2nd, 2018, it's a selfie. Some people ask, how do you do it all? Well, as of late, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, meditate, read my devotional, and hit the gym. Then I live by my calendar, which is time blocked from the most important to the least important and non-negotiable time, which is my family time. So my answer is, you don't do it all. You just prioritize what's most important, right? So again, that was in regards to everyday routines can make life more meaningful. It's the daily small wins over the big wins that bring the most fulfillment and growth. Number five, small steps, big priorities. Be patient about the big things and impatient about the small things. Number six, every day is built around good health, healthy mind, exercise, diet, and sleep. Number seven, to think outside the box, get in your zone/flow state alone versus seeking chaos. Thinking, that's where you'll find brilliance. Number eight, live life with open hands. Be brave. Open your clenched fists and live like a child. Faith, hope, love, kindness, all like a child. Number nine, growing doesn't feel how we think it should. It feels like purification and cleansing. All the challenges, all the setbacks, the resistance, all the work, that's really growth. Number 10, to be successful and happy, you must serve. Serve others. Generous leaders are servant leaders. They always come with open hands and an open heart. And I think of your leadership team when I think of that. 1 second. Should have poured a mimosa from upstairs, ladies. That would have been a really good idea. Number 11, good times will show you who cares, bad times will show you who really cares. And number 12, no one will change your life other than you. And that was basically, I mean, if you could tattoo that on her body, that would have been like the number one. And she probably saved the best for last, knowing her. So my goal with all of this is, again, what's one thing in your life between now and the end of December next year? One thing personally that has to happen in your life that will make your whole entire year. And it might happen to you in February. I'm not saying you gotta wait to accomplish that until December of next year. But you have to put yourself first and you have to live your life on your terms and nobody else. And I'm preaching to the choir here about intention and purpose, right? Because like I said, I've learned a lot of lessons from her. So I wanted to share, I don't want this to be a Debbie Downer. I want you to walk away from this and learn from it and make changes in your life for what you see as applicable, so that you can be more intentional and more purposeful. And our boss babes have started a little hashtag LLR, live like Rocco. So take a piece of Sarah and her heart and everything that she has taught us here, and let's get more intentional. Okay? I love you all.
Thank you.
Michelle? Yes, Michelle, can you read yours?
Oh, they have it. Just a second. Can't let that go without.
It says, what am I
Hold on
grateful
a
for?
second. Thank you. I didn't know where those went. Thank you so much for doing that.
Did I take something yours?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
We talk about the law of the lid, and our business can only go as high as our leadership level is. And what you just witnessed is someone going completely outside their comfort zone to share something very important and dear to them, despite the concern of just breaking down in front of people. So that's why she's a 10. So I just want to thank you. And I mean 10 as a leader, not weird.
Well, we all know you're a little weird, David.
Colin's here. Bucket lists. We were going to get going, start back doing bucket lists. So Michelle, can you please read one of the bucket lists?
Yes, it says, so grateful for our leadership team, the sympathy cards, baby cards, the talent they bring to the office. It's such a wonderful place to work. Amen.
Lisa.
A really great management team that supports their agents and prompts them to grow personally. Great mentors.
Wow, all right. Well, we're 2 for 2. Ann Edmonds, the elf, and the elf.
Anna Hunter for stepping in to help with the projector for a class. Thanks.
Nice work, Anna.
Good job,
Anna. No speech, don't worry. Let's go with our Spirit Award. This is those who don't know, this is a very special award. Sarah had written a great write-up about what that award looks like, but what it means. And it can only be given amongst peers. Sarah, take it away.
All right. Well, I am saddened to let this go. I'm having it in my office. I'm giving it today to someone who has been a constant for my 8 years here, and I know for far longer than that. She always has a smile on her face. She's always open to masterminding and sharing, and I'm giving it to Krista Nelson.
Yay.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Sarah, you had a great reign. Thank you. You couldn't pick a better person. Thank you. Well, let's congratulate our cappers. We have Ashley, we have Meredith, or Michelle Meredith, Neil, we have Rachel, Tara, and Cassandra, and Zach. Let's give them all a round of applause. 100% of commissions is amazing. Invest back into yourself, as you spoke of, or back into your business or great Christmas gifts for your TL. Let's welcome to HHG and to our preferred family, Denise. Denise, get us away. It's exciting. Very talented person. Oh, well, we did, those of you who were participating and those you may not know, $1,000 client cash giveaway. And the drawing was just held before the event. And well, there it is. Very one. And that's, so the beauty of this, well, Mary's gonna be very happy. And you're happy.
Yes.
too much that your eyes are like, yeah. And just to note, 158 clients called, 44 pieces of business, 23 people interested in a career in real estate. Look at the impact y'all had. Why do we do this? If you remember from James Shaw, he talked about having quarterly events. If you remember from Leslie and Andy Peters with the 36 Touch, they have quarterly events at least. So we do this so that you have a quarterly event to plug in if you don't already have one that quarter. So or even if you do, plug in, it's $50. So what great traction everybody got on social media too, right? This is a win, 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 win. So the next round, jump in, please. Let's build something winners as well. If you remember, we did a profit share contest that ended on the 15th. We did a video of the drawing, and the winner of the $100, Krista Nelson, our spirit person. And I don't know who the winner of this with the OP dinner, but it's Shane. Shane Corn. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. That was interesting and entertaining.
He hates when people stand really close to him and talk to him, so I really like to get super close to his face to make him uncomfortable.
Everyone out there hear that online?
So next time you talk to him, get really close. We're gonna get a table for one.
And the winner
Just kidding, yours
was Megan Oren. My gosh. And the winner, she's already going to family reunions. That's outstanding. What's going to happen though, the biggest push from this, everyone who participated, next year, you get profit share. You have an off month, you're kind of struggling, you're frustrated, whatever it might be. Now you all of a sudden get money dropped in your account on the 21st. You're like, where'd that come from? Wow. That's an exciting text I get to send out. So looking forward to that. Okay, ALC, we talked about earlier, the Y4C2Ts was created by the ALC. This company is basically created by the ALC. And we want to congratulate and thank everyone from 2023. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Brainer. Thank you, John. Thank you, Candace. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Megan. And thank you, Tom. Marvelous group of people. Grateful to have served with you. And introducing 2024. Let's welcome back to the pack, Sarah Anderson. Kelly, another year with Kelly. Way to go, Kelly. Some good repeat offenders there. Another couple of repeat offenders. Lisa Brainer. And Hoagie dusting off the Kelly Jeffers, year one. Welcome, Kelly. Shane Corn, year 50. Way to go. Another rookie, Emily McClellan. Young moms representing. That's good. We have the winner of everything, Megan Oren. First time yet great, I don't know the best word for this, outstate representative, Trisha Rude. And our spiritual leader, Brian Stordahl. So excited to work with you guys. The energy you had in the room the other day was beautiful, and we're excited. Agents, sign up for the committees when you hear the announcements, please. Sign right up, because we are going to do something in 2024 that hasn't been done. Speaking of someone that can't be outdone, our lovely broker.
Thank you. Well, you all know how much I love you, and I love working at Keller Williams. But when this time of year comes around, I'm really grateful for how you display your ethics as well. So if If anyone hadn't been paying attention on Facebook, I asked 12 questions related to the 17 codes of ethics, and you all did an excellent job of playing along, and I think it would be safe to say, Greg, right? We even learned a thing or two, didn't we?
That's the plan.
Some common, perhaps some common misconceptions, but we clarified some things and learned some new things. So I'm very grateful to all of you for being so ethical and being so jolly. Oh, so we're doing a live drawing, and the winner of this one is not actually Megan Horn, it's John Hoffmeister. Is John in here? I don't know that I saw him. Oh, well, maybe I could get a substitute for someone who wants to come into my office and have a cup of holiday cheer. I nominate Greg. I have your favorite Pepsi, so I'm glad you're here. I couldn't miss this opportunity to stand in front of you, though, to ask you to please be sure to pay your dues. There's a handful of you who still have to pay your annual dues, and there are many, many, many of you who need to actually pay your quarter 1 dues, so please remember to do that. Thank you for all you do. I love working here. I'm very proud of you. Keep up the great work.
Well, you'll never guess who's next. You think it's me, but it's not. It's Jenny.
I was waiting for you. I just wanted to say thank you. We're going to start MLS classes again starting in January. We're going to dive into Realist, and a lot of people just go there for tax information, but they have a lot of farming and a lot of reports that we can use to help our business. So those are the dates. We'll be sending those out. I think there's another slide too.
This one?
Yes. So this one, this is more personal. I wanted to say thank you guys. So helping the Hastings VA is super important to me. Someone who I loved very much was part of it, and he passed away 8 years ago. And so I have been helping them, and for you guys to help means a lot to me. So thank you. We were able to help 29 vets this year.
That's some holiday spirit right there. But here comes my friends, Brian and Drake. Drake and Brian. One of them's wearing a hat, one of them is not. That's how you know which one is which.
He is literally wearing it on his
Kind of wearing a hat.
Wearing a hat.
Santa's favorite loan officer.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I'll start off with the. Let's see. Yeah, we'll start off with the marketing graphics. So if you guys haven't seen these before, Brian and I have a huge portfolio of marketing graphics at your disposal. If anyone is interested to, get access to those, feel free to set up a meeting with myself, and we can get you set up for all kinds of different content for 2024. But this is a good example of, just showing your, renters that you have, your clients who are renters, to how to break out of their rent rut, and just kind of shows the cost breakdown, throughout the years and how much they can save owning a home. And then I'm sure many of you have heard the new conforming limits for 2024 that were announced by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. It's a big increase, 5.5%. From 2023, so it's now at about $766,000 for conventional loans. And then FHA also made their announcement as well. We don't have a graphic for that, but if any of you would like to market those two changes, feel free to reach out to us. We'll make sure we can get a co-branded graphic for you. And then we also have this holiday graphic. If you would also like this one as well, right in time for the holidays, feel free to reach out to us. And then I think that's all we had for those, but then we have some interest rate news. So let's see if we can get that pulled up.
Right on the picture.
Do you have the FHA limit?
By the way, I was gonna say FHA didn't change it from last year. It's 515 for the metro area.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a floor increase nationwide, but for our areas in the metro, it's unchanged.
So to recap the year, I just kind of want to talk about interest rates, kind of, give you a feel for what's going on. So at the beginning of the year, rates basically started, a little bit above 6. And we had experts, Barry Habib, the big mortgage expert, heck, by this fall, we'll be able to refinance. It'll make sense to refinance because rates come back down. Well, that really didn't happen. And as you go all the way through into basically end of October, we were almost went up to 8%. And since that time, we're almost back down to 6.5%. In the last week, the Fed came out and said, okay, we're not going to raise rates. We're looking at not raising rates next year. And that took, the markets reacted to that and really dropped, the rates dropped. Now, let's say the experts say that rates are going to stay the same or even drop in the next year. I like to joke, they're usually right half the time. But as far as our customers and our clients are concerned, this is a good reason to get, we still have a tight market as far as properties out there to even purchase. And if rates do drop in the future, they could refinance. We have a 5-year rate protection pledge, but also get in now, maybe values have kind of come back around and started dropping a little bit. Get in now, they can refinance later. We've got a significant drop here in the last month and a half, and it might be a reason or a way for you to get your customers off the fence. And just kind of an interest, so this is just this year. I can grab that. I'll pull this all the way back to 1980, where, so, up to 18%, and literally for 40 years, rates have dropped. I mean, it's a mountain chart, but it's basically been dropping up until about 2-3 years ago, where we had a lot of inflation, inflationary fears, and so rates have climbed. Maybe inflation's under control, and that's why the chatter is okay. Maybe rates they have just dropped recently, and maybe they will into next year. Just a little history, and any questions on the rates? I know Krista likes to talk about her first house and how terrible it was as far as rates, but it's really been, hasn't been a bad time to be in the mortgage market as rates have dropped for the last 40 years. All right, thank you.
All right, what is going on now? I don't even know, really. Oh, that's right. A message from the future. You're thinking to yourself, how would the future come? How would the future come if it was to come here? I'm going to tell you it's going to come on 2 feet, and it's going to walk in the back door.
Your horses there, Shiny. Hello, everybody. So great to be back here. Hey, come on, children, come sit around here. Come on, Misha, bring your elves. Come on. I have some Kool-Aid. Here we go, I got some Kool-Aid.
Oh, great,
Kool-Aid. Pass them around, they go well with mimosas. There you go. Thank you. Well, as you all know, well, first of all, pipe down out there. We've been around last year when we shared a very special Christmas time from when I was a much younger lad. Very handsome lad, my dad. This time filled with great uncertainty and change that you overcame. We have now been sharing this message in our preferred market center for 50 years to remind realtors that they too can face adversity and overcome like you did. Congratulations! Now on to the poem. Watch the bunions down there. 'Twas the market during the shift is a sequel to 'Twas the market before the shift, which was the bestseller. It is now in the Smithsonian. It was the market before the shift. And selling a house became much, much more than just a click of a mouse. Inventory still low and multiple offers more, as raising rates gave our buyers quite a scare. Loan officers struggled to nestle all snug in their beds as they wondered what the bleep is wrong with the feds. Our buyers now less concerned with the seller's objection to have the gall to receive offers contingent on home inspection. We got back to the basics and pulled us up by our bootstraps, connected with more with our sphere and more agents at their caps. When, out in the news, there arose such a clatter, the agent sprang to the market center to see what was the matter. Away to the training room they flew like a flash. Tore open a laptop, their teeth started to gnash. Lawsuit? Smearing us? Ruled unanimous by a jury? Colluding for what? With who? Are they high in Missouri? What did my wondering eyes did appear? Greg Hartos arrived. And prove why there's nothing to fear. Stay focused on your business and keep doing deals. Can't see this getting past the Court of Appeals. We're so grateful Gary Keller is standing for what's right. While other brokers rolled over for agents and clients, they gave up the fight. Olivia, being a fighter too, her spirit and Gary's are one and the same. Olivia whistled and shouted and called out leadership by name. Now Melissa, now Jason, now Matt, Jenny, and Danielle. On Victoria, on Kelsey, on Misha, Sherry, and of course our handsome TL. Why is that so funny? I am a person. Yeah, baby. Build up the calendar and make it the norm to maximize the ways to keep us charging the storm. Serve agents, change lives. Olivia refocused our priority. Her steadfast for you is why she's in Gary's top 40. Let's put a flag in the ground, make $1 million profit share our goal, and be clear that culture, integrity, impact, and growth are at the core of our soul. Leaders, here are some great books, podcasts, and blogs. Anything that helps personal growth that does not include dogs. So on to our dashboard, the leaders we flew with a sleigh full of classes and top agent panels too. It's Klazacek on stage, and get him here quick to share his heart, what makes him so steady and what really makes him tick. Let's start the year strong and start it out swift. Flying James Shaw, the industry leader of what to do in a shift. A more purpose foundation, yes, that's what they'll need. Hand me my phone, I'll text Jordan Freed. Our agents can no longer lean on old ways as crutches. Leslie and Andy Peters will reestablish their 36 touches. Steady diet mindset will be needed to refocus our lens. Yes, we'll need more of that. Jamie, call in some friends. Make this a championship year and pop the confetti. Call Minnesota Vikings Chris Rogers and go for great Pat Micheletti. Sorry, Victoria, 50 years later, he's still taken. At Minnesota Wild and author Eric Westrom share what makes our agents elite. And Tony Sine talk giving and how he succeeded in the World Cup using his feet. And finally, I'll call my friend Shannon Steer to teach the 12-week year and give us all a firm kick in the rear. These are some powerful people that we know. Yet, when our own agents share, it adds a more powerful glow. Let's have listing presentations with Sarah and Ogie as well. And man alive by her presentation from Oliver sure would be swell. Colin, babe, help us all be for our clients economists of choice. And the Steve Roll report, RR for short, gives us all a steady market voice. Then we'll end the year the best gift I can give. 2024 will intentionally live the best lives we can. With hyperbolic news of lawsuits, the market and rates, fear can get stirred. But don't fret, we have your backs as agents preferred. I heard Olivia exclaim confidently, with victories in sight, happy shiftmas to all, the future's so bright. I ate the damn food. Get me my figgy pudding. Thank you, everybody. Let's have fun.
Before you take off, don't you have a drawing, buddy? A drawing?
Oh, geez, you guys gotta be so placated right now. It's like,
Right
no.
now. On one win.
Okay, do we have the list?
Yep.
Okay, number one.
Number one. Lisa. Lisa Asa, you won.
Oh my God!
You won my old king. It's Kool-Aid. That's what we usually drink here. The second winner of the elite book, number 22.
Yes. Melanie McCallum.
Really? You deserve it for dressing so nice. Thank you all. Let's have a great day. Love you.
You girls played that role very well. Good job. Jumping right in.
I gotta take. So did you know you were gonna do that?
Oh, yeah, that's a nice
Yeah.